What's good? This is Brittany Sunshine with Seed Soil Water, where we align with deeper roots. No, we we align with divine revelation for deeper roots and brighter blooms. Okay, let's get into this message. I'm so glad to be here with you. I genuinely, authentically love being here with you and exchanging energy and also walking out this journey where we are all aligning with divine identity and living that exceedingly abundantly far above anything we could ask, think, dream, or imagine. Like, let's go. It's amazing. This is such a wonderful journey, and don't let your life go without living it, okay? So no matter where you're at right now, I want to encourage you, you can get where you want to go, no matter what. I mean, within the realm of scientific reason, but I would say question everything, and that's my conspiracy theory hat. So this message is star bathing. Star bathing. Look at that glorious image. And if you see, there's a woman like laying down, okay? So this is like very much giving me that feeling of the divine feminine, no matter whether you're male or female, that divine feminine receptivity, 111 as I look up, 111, that receptivity. And the words here say light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Okay, hey star seeds, who are the star seeds in the house? So then, ooh, I got chills. Okay. Was that information? Okay. I got like full body chills, like boing, like that. Okay, so number 27, exchanging gifts. So what I'm hearing is that this is a moment, if this message found you, then it's very much likely for you. I just saw 144. There is an activation that's happening. And let's be clear, there's different levels of activation. There's like smaller ones, and then there's some like kapow, not only the ending of a chapter, but the ending of an entire book and the starting of a new book. And so if you have found this, then I believe that this message is for you. And of course, 211 as I looked up, of course, use your own intuition to confirm if this is for you. But there's an exchanging of gifts that's happening now that you've gone through this activation, this star bathing activation. And the exchanging of gifts. Wow. Whew. Okay, what I'm hearing is like, oh, okay. I'm having kind of like a whole emotional ride right now. What I'm being reminded of and what I'm being told to pass to you is just the acknowledgement that star bathing, that whole idea might sound really like beautiful and like exotic and whatever, but star bathing, the spirit was like, star bathing is walking through fire. Bathing in the fire of stars is actually extremely vulnerable, difficult, challenging, and like, let's not just skip. Spirit was like, don't just skip over that. Like, so right now I'm giving credit where credit is due. Like, wow, look at what you've come through. 333. Wow, look at what you've come through. You've truly walked through that fire, refiner's fire, and you've been proven as gold. You've been proven to actually have something to give. You've proven to actually be the treasure. You're not fool's gold. You're like the realest real. Okay? Congratulations for that. And also congratulations for being somebody who willingly walked through the fire in order to be proven on the other side, in order to step into your divine identity. Thank you from the collective for being somebody who kept following the spirit even when it made no sense, even when it felt like it was leading into destruction, and then it did. And then that betrayal feeling of like, why would you lead me right through that? That was so gnarly. So I just want to say, good on you, well done, and now, because you have something to offer the collective, there's this activation that's happening that's an exchanging of gifts. Number 27 here. And as we each step into the fullness of our divine identity, having burnt off all of the lineage crud of the past and done the work to purge that toxic magnetization that caused us to find ourselves always aligning with the wrong relationships, probably from a wounded spirit and a wounded inner child. Nurturing ourselves, actually showing up for ourselves in the way that allows our cup to actually fill up. I'm seeing right now a vessel, like a cup that has holes in it, and it's like no matter how many times you're pouring into it, if the holes at the bottom are not fixed, then it's just you're losing all of that creative energy. And you've done the work by walking through that starseed refiner's fire to tend to the vessel of your being, repair all of those wounds and cracks and whatever from childhood. And I'm seeing that gold, that gold, I can't remember the artist's name, but where he would repair broken things with gold. So now you have so much gold, and now your vessel is being filled up spiritually, and now you're pouring over, and that is the gift that you're bringing to the world. And just like in this, how these are two very different. We have like a ballerina with wings. She's like a fairy looking ballerina, and then we have a cat, and they're like both passing things to each other, and they're so different. And that's the same way that like we all in our divine identity are going to be so different, but it's going to be fueling the world in a way that it's bringing like gifts. It's all going to be high vibe. It's like one beautiful and helpful and valuable gift to another, even though they're so different. It's kind of like, just like that phrase about if a fish was told to climb a tree, then it would be told that it's a failure. But once you put it in water and, so anyway, it's like that. Like you're going to be so flowing in your divine identity, and the gifts that come from you, you may not perceive them, or maybe they haven't been told to you that they're valuable, but it's like you being yourself is not only so inherently satisfying, but it also is going to bring gifts to the world, because we are all fascinated when we see someone being their divine self. It is fascinating. And culture is trying to talk us all out of it in order for us to just be enslaved to whatever system they want us to serve in. But the creator is so much more multifaceted, dynamic, and amazingly creative and genius that he is like, no, I designed it. Well, he, she, whatever, it, source, the creator designed it so that we all are uniquely different on purpose, and it's going to be like puzzle pieces or a beautiful divine mosaic of like that, beautiful mosaic of that like colored glass that makes a picture. Stained glass windows. Anyway, it's going to be like that. That's what it's meant to be. Okay? So look at this happiness, this pure joy card. Happy. This girl is like sitting on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Hey. And she's like bathed in from her crown to her root in this beautiful rainbow divine light that is beaming off of her. And she is in the fullness of joy, okay? So that is the energetic blueprint that we are to be aligning with. And it's also how it feels when you're in your divine identity. So, but one of the cheat codes is that you got to align with it for it to come to you. And the goal is to stay aligned with it as much as possible, while also realizing surrender is a key part. And it's not about just being fake happy. It's about living in this full vibration of it is done. It is so. Tetelestai, paid in full. And that vibration can still come with the full spectrum of human experience, but it's the posture of knowing, like, I am that I am, and so it is, so it shall be, and this is what it looks like. And I think that one thing that we've been missing is that we have not been defining what that is for us, because we haven't been told to do that, and I believe it's on purpose. So I welcome you to subscribe, stick around, make sure to catch every video, and also attend my The Identity Shift workshop, where we're going to actually be fleshing out, who are you? Who do you want to become? What does that look like? What does it feel like? What is what do you do every day, like with that, in that identity and those kinds of things. And then we're going to transform them into chakra-informed affirmations, because it's more than just an I am statement. It should be more than that in order to address every energetic system in our being. Okay, this is going to be so worth it. There's 2 written deliverables that you're going to create, and then I'm going to record those onto audio so you can listen all the time and be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay, this is Bible, this is universal principles, this is truth, and it's something that once you tap into it, it surely will produce. Okay, so round and round, like see this beautiful Fibonacci shell. First of all, what I talk about this, and do you see that there's a face in there? Like, wow. Okay, so this gorgeous Fibonacci shell in the Fibonacci sequence, it's like the DNA of the creator. And what this card represents to me right now is like, it's just like the proof on the proof of what I just got done saying. These universal principles are written in by the creator. It's like the fingerprints of the creator. It's just like once you align with these universal principles and the program has been designed in order to be a certain way, it's consistent. It's consistent across all creation. So, and that's where in the word it says like God is no respecter of persons. What that means is like it applies to us all across the board. So if it's not working for you, that means there's still something to purge, there's something to tend to in the garden of your life. But it doesn't mean that just like they're more favored than you. Every person is chosen, 11:11, but every person is called, but few are chosen. What that really means is like few make themselves choosable. We all have free will here. So if you want to step into the fullness of the divine timeline that's available to you, then welcome. And that's what we do here. Okay. So then we got that. And then what's so sweet is time for a nap. Like this is the last card, time for a nap. This is number 24. And you'll see there's a moon and it's like a fox sleeping on the moon. And so anyway, maybe you're in a place where you need to just be reminded that it is okay to just take a nap when you need a breather and when you are not sure what's happening next. And this also now, what's being illuminated to me is like this is when, in the Bible story when the creator created and then he sat down and like rested. Surrender is that last step in the manifestation blueprint. Surrender, being like, okay, I went through all of this. I know that I've walked through the fire. I've been activated now. There's this exchanging of gifts that I'm doing. And part of that is dreaming up, like by going through the identity shift workshop, I'm dreaming into who this is, what it looks like, who my next level self is. I'm getting excited about it. Happy. I know that this is so. These are universal principles that are proven and will deliver. And the Fibonacci sequence is such a reminder that that the universe is consistent. And now that I've put out all of those energetic codes into creation, into the quantum field, now I can sit down, have a rest, detach from all of the striving to like make it happen, and I just get to be in that receptive mode. Full circle back to that divine feminine receptivity mode of knowing that the electrons are going to now bring it. And I do my part when I get a nudge, when I get an illuminated nudge, like like a feeling, like an idea. And when I feel that from the spirit, I show up for it. And then when I have gone through the process of that manifestation step, all those steps, then I detach and I surrender and I let it all come to me. So it's like we just went through the fullness of the process here with these cards that came out. So it's so interesting. I just realized that these are all 25, 27, 26, 25, 24. Wow. They're all in order, but they're backwards order. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I know that this message will find whoever it's for. Hey, leave in the comments whatever synchronicity numbers you've been seeing the most lately. For me, I've been seeing 333, 555, 1010, 1001, like mirrored numbers, 717, 818. And I've also been seeing 919, by the way. I almost forgot about it. 919 was huge for several days. And then 222 has been my number since I was a little girl. Be blessed, be well, be free, and I'll catch you on the next one.